Is it going? Yeah, it says something. It says streaming monitor's got some FPS and keyframe intervals. There's my face. 2 people. Where's my chat? Oh, yeah, the chat's all going too, Chip. Do you still have your little chat dongle?
I
don't know how I have that. It's just there.
I do not.
I think mine just opened when I did. It opened when I did it. I think you have to download the Restream app. You have it.
Yeah. I did on my old computer.
Oh, yeah,
I
you got a new computer.
Mac Mini.
We need to download that Restream app. Oh, it's just called Restream Chat. So does that mean our YouTube is up and going? What's going on?
Should be.
Why is my second monitor? I can't bring things into it. Chip, you got dual monitors?
No, not currently.
It'd be nice, even though I have my dual monitors mounted way too high. What's that?
Oh, my phone.
Oh, it's on YouTube. I can see it already. A picture of me looking like I'm deep in thought.
Nice. So.
Oh.
If you put it on Restream, can you see everything? Because I got the chat thing open, figured out.
You got the chat thing open?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have all the. I'm seeing YouTube people and
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Got it. Cool.
No Twitch people, but I don't know how Twitch works. I'm gonna check Twitch. Bug in Twitch. This is honestly the quickest we've ever got this going.
Right.
Oh shit! How do I? Dude, you know what I hate is automatic videos playing.
Dude, what we were talking about the other night was cracking me up.
Which?
How when the page would load, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, MySpace. Look at MySpace.
Oh, what's up, Kels? You are, by the way, killing the beard game.
Dude, I haven't shaved since May.
Yeah.
I actually feel like it should be bigger. I mean, I've kind of like trimmed it up so it didn't. I kind of trimmed it up so it didn't look like too crazy out of control. Chip, do you have the Restream open too? Because I don't know. Can I close that? I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing like a delay and it's weird.
Yeah, but you can.
We're gonna move this over here. So, Growing Pains, the show. Did you ever watch that, Chip?
Growing Pains?
Show me that smile again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember it very well. But I had an older sister, and like I think she watched that show. And
when were you born?
I mean, I remember that song. Like, I certainly remember that show being on.
What was your mom's maiden name?
Yeah.
What was your first dog's name?
I just look, just wondering. I want to get to know you.
Yeah, just that. Something we never talked about. Your first dog's name and your mom's maiden name.
Like, and what was the street you lived on when you had
that? Yeah, what street was that when you were in high school? And you had that first dog. Oh man. Are you using what mic are you using? The 57? Oh, you got to get it.
The 7B.
7B.
Yup. Can you hear the guitar or no?
Yeah.
Is it loud?
No, it's not that bad. Not bad. I'm gonna sell my Yeti microphone.
Yeah.
Done with that. Think of your first car. Chip had a El Camino was his first car. That's everyone knows that. Oh shoot. I just got some Java thing up. Want anything to do with that?
Sir, are you in the chat, Kev?
Yeah, I am.
So,
That's behind me is Sega Genesis games. Sega.
Say it. Sega. Steven been listening to enough of us that he got #1 on his wrapped up. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, gentlemen.
I don't use Spotify, so I don't get any of that.
And Teddy asked about state by state. That's actually, one of the things that we were wanting to jump on to talk about tonight. Did you want to?
Yeah, I mean, I am going to the U.S. in the new year, and then that's when we're hoping to have it shipped, or not shipped, but printed and shipped. Most of this is we can't really. I gotta sign stuff, and so I'm kind of been stuck in Canada for a while. I mean, I came down for the show, but we didn't have as much time as we were. It's always hard when you have a show. You think we're always like, oh, let's try and get all this crap done, and then it's like, no, we're getting nothing done. We're practicing because we hadn't played music together. Well, when was that show? October 10th, right?
Yeah.
And the last time we played a show was May 2019, right? The CD release.
That may be right, man.
Whenever the CD release was the last time we played music like together in terms of like a band.
Yeah. It's certainly
Chip, somebody asked, did you get a new ride after your accident? I was also wondering, what's the license plate?
What's the what?
What's the license plate?
Yeah, no, we got a new car to replace the wife's Outback. It was ended up being totaled.
Did you get a convertible PT Cruise?
A Sebring.
Yeah, but then he had the PT Cruiser at one point. Yeah. Dude, did you ever see my PT Cruiser that my dad bought me?
No.
That's the worst car ever. I hated that car. He's like, I'm going to buy you a car. I'm like, that's cool.
It's like, so weird how popular they were when they first came out.
Dude, you want to know the worst thing about it is it had those doorknobs that, you know how your door handle for your car, I'm guessing you just pull it, right? This had the one where you have to grab it and push the button in to open it. And you're probably like, that doesn't sound so bad. That's a pain in the ass. Especially if you have groceries, forget about it. I hated that car so much.
Yeah, it was so funny. They were so popular when they came out.
I don't know why.
I had
the other thing is I was way too tall for that car. I would sit in the car and the glass was like this I had to like go like this to look at lights.
You did like duck down. Yeah. No, I knew a kid like when they first were released, man, like they were waiting lists. Like they were tough to get.
Yeah. I don't know why. They kind of dropped out. I don't think I've seen one since.
They're still around. So Steven asked, what's your favorite song to perform? live.
Perform live.
Yeah.
It changes all the time.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I like playing New Wires lately. I like that.
Yeah, New Wires is super fun. For me, New Wires is like definitely up there because it's like the like my part that I play in the chorus is not like super hard, so I can really like
Yeah,
have fun.
It's one of my faves. That's always been one of my favorites off that album.
Shattering's super fun. Like I just
Shattering's cool. I like playing Damsel too from that day. I used to this guy did I scream when I sang I screamed pretty much the same. But when I first started singing, it was around the time when Creed was big, so we were doing lots of Creed covers. Creed and Seven Mary 3 and Fuel, all that raspy vocal stuff. Oh, you guys should put. You mean the song Summit Borderline? Sean Abney Creed. Oh man, he loves that Creed. Sean Abney would have loved my first cover band because we did My Own Prison. We did, I think we did With Arms Wide Open. We did the one track 2 off the first record. I can't remember what that song was, but it was on the one of the I think it was on the Scream soundtrack. The one that do you know Creed, Chip? You know the one that goes da 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 da. That one. We used to cover that one. Yeah, that one. We did Hemorrhage and Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah, I used to be into Creed when I was a kid.
What other songs did we cover that people? I mean, we did Seven Mary 3. We did Lucky, and we did what's their big Cumbersome.
Yeah.
And I used to play bass in that band, and I could play the bass line and sing, so that was cool because that's a pretty cool bass line.
Oh, the Hemorrhage bass line?
No, the bass line and it's Cumbersome.
Yeah. They're
and
both pretty cool bass lines, though.
Another cool song I used to play and sing bass was The Sister by the Nixons. That's a cool bass line, too.
Here I am again.
Yeah, and the bass line's like all moving all over, but and I'm not even really that good at playing bass and singing, but sometimes there's like songs where the lyrics and the bass just seem like
they work. Yeah.
Both verses have two different bass lines. And we did Fade to Black. Can't remember what else we did. We did tons of songs though. We did Mud Shovel actually too. But we would do when I was in my first cover band, it was 2 guitarists, a drummer, and a bass, and I was the bass player. But then sometimes when we would do Creed or like bands like that only had one guitarist, Pitter would play bass and not play lead, and I would just sing.
Yeah.
So we'd swap out for those songs. And then when Evans Blues started, Parker wanted to be the only guitar player. So Pitter, I knew Pitter from because we were in a band together, and so I was like, "Do you want to come play bass for this band?" And then we did. And then later on, our Trevor was like, "You guys should get a lead player," and then we got Vlad. Vlad. We want to do some vinyls, but they're super expensive to print, so we might have to figure an option for that because I don't know. Actually, they might be cheaper now though because everybody's doing it. Problem is that everybody's selling vinyls now for like $20. That would be, vinyls are just pricey. Need a cough button, Chip.
What's up, man?
Need a cough button. Where's Kyle? Oh wait, it's not 8:30 there yet. We're trying to do shows in San Antonio. We're trying to do shows everywhere, but it's tough right now. Well, right now it's even brutal. Chip, what are you looking at?
I'm sending the link to him again just to make sure he's got it. I sent it in the group, so hopefully he should be hopping on here soon.
Here I am again. We used to play San Antonio a bunch, but kind of died out. Now we just play Houston the only time. Yeah, what I want to do for the vinyls is I'd like to release like a set where all 4 covers kind of like work together to be like a something. I don't know. Something you could hang on your wall, Chip.
You know, the other thing you and I had talked about anyway was, and like I have a venue we can do it, is the next time we're all in Houston is doing like a streaming show.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's in Marion, Ohio. Scranton. We could play Scrantonicity. We play with Scrantonicity, Chip. What do you think?
Scrantonicity 2. Scrantonicity.
Dude, everyone he makes the chili.
The trick is undercook the onions. They're all going to get to know each other.
Yeah, the bot. It's one of the best things I do, or something like that. I don't know if there's going to be any touring in 2021. But we're going to try and do some things. We want to eventually put another album, but we got other stuff we got to get finished first. Got a backlog of stuff we have to get finished for Kickstarter rewards and all that stuff. But it's just we haven't been together. I've only been in, what was it? That show, which was a month ago. I never, not since 2019.
Yeah.
Right?
Would have been
Thanksgiving, really.
Yeah. It would have been Thanksgiving 2019.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I've played Marion, Ohio before. I feel like I know that name. BFE, is that where we played, Chip, when everyone had to fill in because nobody could play?
Yeah, that was
that was when Kyle had the baby.
Yeah, it was right. That was like the week after, I think, Faith was born.
Yeah.
And I think it just didn't. I think Justin may have been able to do it, but since I had to find a drummer and a rhythm guitar player, it didn't.
That was when Troy played guitar, right?
Yeah, Troy played rhythm guitar.
Crazy.
And then my buddy Steve on drums. And then I had never met the bass player, but he learned the stuff and showed up. So
yeah, not much more than that.
it was so fun, dude. Some of the comments were pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, that was so weird. It was a pretty good show though. Oh, that was Tantric, wasn't it? Was that when we played with Tantric? Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely
was Tantric.
That was the Tantric show.
The band Tantric shit, not the sexual act.
Sex. Steven, what as far as like Parabel song to play, or just like any song to play? 'Cause that's
I would hope that your favorite song is a Parabel song, Chip. So I don't get the question, Chip. What is this question?
Oh, I mean, sometimes when I'm in the mood to just play, improvise blues stuff, and I'll play over a backing track. Sometimes
we got blues. Evan's blue.
But as far as my favorite one to play, I guess Kevin, I think maybe it changes sometimes. But
Blisters is a fun song to play. Just to that message there.
Blisters is fun. So I like playing stuff that's difficult, that has solos or leads. So some of the stuff off the new record is really fun to play, just from a technical aspect. I like playing Kept Me because the solo in it's fun. Never Tell is fun to play too because it's got a really cool key change. So and the solo kind of goes back and forth, and so that's fun. But then also, what's up?
Oh, go ahead.
So also really like playing New Wires too, for the total opposite reason, because it's a lot more simple, and I can jump around and interact more with the crowd, and do more of just kind of feeling it, as opposed to being overly concentrating or really focusing too much on it.
I really like playing Starry Eyes too.
Oh, Starry Eyes is fun. It's a little tricky, the intro anyway, the way the delays between Kyle and my part, but it's really cool though. I think it's a really cool vibe.
What was this? Oh, when you said that, so when I wrote She'd Never Tell, I had no idea there was a key change in it. I still don't know what that even really means. I just remember when we recorded it, somebody said this got a keychain in it, and I was like, okay, yeah, for sure. I meant to do that.
Yeah.
What is that? That's the chorus is the key change, right? But
no, the chorus is more like a shift from minor to major, but I don't think it changes keys, but it changes keys in the part that's got the harmonics. The harmonics in it.
What does that even mean, Chip? That the key changed? What is that?
It just means that the center of what you're hearing, it's coming back to a different one chord. So the notes that are being used, it's being all the chords that are being played at that point are from a different scale. It's hard to explain, but
isn't the verse is open in 2, or isn't open 3 or whatever, and then isn't the chuggy part open?
The chuggy part's in 2. It's only a full step above, but what makes it the key change is the octave chords that he plays after that. So he takes everything he's playing with the open part and he just shifts it up 2 frets. And so it's basically just taking the same progression that he was playing before and he shifts it up a full step. So there's like the solo is like it's hard to I guess it would be in the key of if we're playing that one live, I think we play it in B, but then it shifts to C sharp for the solo, but then back to B because it goes back to the chorus. So the part that like descends, it's like something like
Oh
that. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
this guitar isn't tuned
yeah.
like Never Tell is, but I don't know. It's cool.
State songs are pretty much done. Like I said, we talked about it earlier, but I'm coming to the States in the new year so that we can ship things out. And because I haven't really been in the States, I haven't been able to be there for really much most of this time.
Yeah, traveling's been pretty rough.
Yeah, and the border is hit or miss. The last time I crossed, the guy was douchey, but eventually went through. I don't think I'll ever drive across the border again.
Really?
Not
That
after
bad?
that last time. Not after that last time, where they tried to kill my dog.
Oh,
No, they made her stay out in the car. And if it was dead the day and it was hot, she would have died. That's the really the reason I went at night, was because I was like, if I get pulled in, I know they're not going to let me bring her in to the booth. And and it was probably still like, uh, 70-ish, maybe, no, like low 60 maybe. It was a warmish, but not super warm. And they didn't let her in the fucking place. And she was in the car the whole time. And I was just stressed the entire time. I'm like, yo, my dog is in my car. And they're like, she'll be all right. I'm like, you guys are awful people. And they were awful people. And the questions they asked me were insanely ridiculous. Just because I was going to see somebody, who cares who I'm going to see? Difference does it make? I'm allowed to come into your country. It's not against the law.
dude, you have bad luck too. Like
Dude,
traveling.
but if you cross the border enough, you'll run into those people. Kyle and those guys, they had a whole thing too. If you cross the border enough, you're gonna get that one guy that just does not like the cut of your jib, and he's gonna make your whole day terrible, and you're gonna feel like garbage because you can't do or say anything. You can't give them any attitude.
Yeah.
And they know it. They know that's what they know. They can do that.
So crazy, dude.
So if you get someone on a power trip and he's gonna talk to you like you're an asshole and like you're a criminal. You ever seen a Chris Rock where he's like, the cop pulled me over, he's yelling at me so much it made me think I stole my own car. Oh, these border guys, you get the wrong one, they're awful, awful. I remember one time I crossed and I said I was going to Indianapolis. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I'm going to watch the football game, like to what did I say?
Tailgating?
Tailgating. They're like, why? I'm like, I don't have an answer for that. Like, to see my friends. How do you have friends there? I'm like, I don't know. Have you heard of this thing called the internet where you meet people from all over the place and then you get to know each other and then you hang out? Yeah, it's something. Look it up.
Dude. Again, I feel like you run into
Dude,
Corey's band from Canada.
yeah. See? Then there was a time I was going to Houston and I had a girlfriend there and they're like, where are you going? I'm like, Houston. They're like, why? I'm like, see my girlfriend. They're like, how do you know her? And I'm like, well, she's my girlfriend. That's how I know her. we met a few times.
It's such a stupid question.
I know they have so many stupid questions, and maybe it's because I'm like naive, but I give probably the stupid answers. Like the last time, he's like, "Why are you going to the States?" I'm like, "To see my daughter," and they're like, "Why is your daughter in the States?" And I go, "Because she lives there." Like, what else? What else am I supposed to say? She's fucking 2. She's on a sabbatical there. I had a friend that got detained for 8 hours because they were trying to go to like some forest to like, I don't know, explore the forest or something, and they didn't have a return flight, which you have to have a return flight. But it's like the most false sense of security on the planet is the border and what they think they're stopping and not stopping. Kyle almost got stopped at the border because he had a reckless driving, and he thought if he had his pardon they would be like, that's cool. But then when he had the pardon, they're like, oh, so you admit that you did it. They almost didn't let him through.
I thought they didn't let him through.
They didn't let him the first time because he didn't have his passport, and so sometimes they'll let you cross just because, I don't know. This was back when it wasn't so crazy. So he tried anyway, and they're like, no. And then we were talking about, we were like, there's this bridge that you can crawl across, and it was winter, so we're like, if you cover yourself in snow, you could crawl across this bridge, and we'll just come get you. He didn't do that. Yeah, but we're trying to work out some kind of dual citizenship next year, maybe. But that's a big undertaking, I think. My daughter will be lucky enough to have dual citizenship.
Carry an AR-15 and camo shorts.
I went through customs one time with 0. The guy was like, he knew who I was. And he's like, hey, you're from that band. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, go ahead. Should have got that guy's number. And just every time I cross, I'm like, when are you working? What booth are you in? Oh, the border is so ridiculous. One time we crossed and they pulled us over. It was just back with Evans Blue. And they're like, what did you guys buy? And we're like, nothing. And they're like, pull over. They searched the whole van, right? And they found, like, Parker had bought a shirt. And they're like, whoa. And then they go, what's in the trailer? And we're like, well, look. They open the trailer. They see all these flight cases, tons of gear, right? And so you'd think these great border guards keeping everyone safe, they'll pull out all the flight cases and check them too, right? Because, I mean, you got to make sure we're not smuggling anything. No, they didn't do that. They literally looked at him and they were like, you could tell they were just like, we don't want to do this kind of work. And they're like, all right, you guys can go. Meanwhile, they ransacked the van now. I think Evans Blue was released in the U.S. first. We had like pretty much no Canadian anything. What the hell is that? Chip, is that your phone?
Yeah, it connects to Mac. Hey, what's up, man? Oh shit, hang on.
Yeah, no, I can't. I was gonna say we could probably hear your covers. We can't though.
All right, you're in.
Oh, it's Kyle.
I had to.
Kyle, your guitar's sleeping over there? No, I don't think you can hear it.
He's connecting to audio.
Kyle.
Now he can hear.
Kyle, your guitar's taking a nap?
Yeah, they're all checked it out.
Like that Friends episode with the Porsche.
Chain up on your.
Yeah, just put her to bed.
She's sleeping.
Can you hear him?
Can you not hear me?
You're
Not
quiet.
good.
Is that better?
That's way better. Yeah.
Way better? Okay. There you go.
Does your shirt say elf or
elf?
I am not.
Grogu?
Yeah, Grogu.
What a stupid name.
Did you guys like that episode?
I mean, I know who that character is that's in it because I watched the cartoon.
The Clone Wars or whatever?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I still think the show overall is kind of good. It's good, but I don't really feel like much happens.
I feel like they show up and go, what do you guys want to write about this week? And they just kind of throw it together.
I kind of would rather it not be so episodic.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather it be like a major arc. I know there sort of is one, but
They could make a movie out of it, I think, and it would do really well.
I just think more should happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a few weeks behind, so.
Yeah. Oh shit, Chip.
So
you don't know who Grogu is?
No.
All right. Well,
we didn't really spoil anything for him. So
no, you hadn't spoiled anything, so let's hold. I watch it with my boy and my wife, and we watch it together. So sometimes I get behind because we can't all get, you know what I mean, get like the time.
Do you watch it with your Boba Fett helmet on?
I tried to.
Yeah, like I think I like it, but I just wish it had a bit more depth.
Yeah.
And there's some bad acting. The curly-haired lady at the thing is a bad actress. I don't get
the one that does fixes and repair stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible acting.
Yeah.
And I think the girl.
It's a nod to the prequels.
And I think the girl who's the wrestler girl or whoever, I think she's a pretty bad actress too. She was better on the last episode, but pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's good. It's literally the only show I watch in like a real time.
Yeah, I was trying to, especially with people memeing it so hard.
We're sort of reading the chat.
Yeah, I was trying to pull that up. Are we still paying for that other service?
No, I just deleted it.
Okay, that's good.
Because I found Anchor.
Anchors?
Anchor. Yeah, Anchors. The thing I don't get about The Mandalorian is how everyone, like, I get that people love it and they think it saves Star Wars and everything, but I don't really get that part of it. I don't think it's that good. Like, it's good, but it's not like the greatest thing ever.
So far, I like season 1 better, I think, than 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I tried to get Amber into it because she's obviously had to start from the beginning, and she watched the first episode and she goes, "This is boring."
Yeah,
but she likes like I got her into the original Star Wars. She likes that.
Oh yeah, original Star Wars. It's like can't compare original Star Wars to freaking The Mandalorian.
Well, we got to Jar Jar Binks. I was like, we don't need to watch this one.
Yeah, no, you don't need to watch those.
Yeah. You might say anything about Darth Vader actor dying?
Who is
all that? Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I was watching a bunch of Peter Mayhew interviews today. You know who he is?
Huh.
He was Chewbacca.
Somehow
I started watching like Harrison Ford interviews. Have you ever seen his interviews? He's like so crusty, or he seems so crusty the whole time.
Really? No, I haven't watched it.
It's pretty funny. And actually, Luke, what's his name? Mark Hamill does an impersonation of Harrison Ford that's pretty funny. I gotta send you the link to that because his impression is hilarious.
I have to check it out.
Oh, no, not the voice of.
No, not the voice, just the one that's suited up.
Yeah, who actually I think he thought they were going to use his voice, but they didn't.
And he found out, and it's like, what?
That purple one isn't it a Schecter?
That's an LTD or a.
Yeah, how dare you?
That was blasphemy.
How dare you?
Who said it?
It's an ESP. It's an ESP.
Oh, that's a real deal.
Yeah.
It's a Charvel?
No, yeah, exactly. It reminds me of that time Gio, when we were hanging out with rich dude from Houston. Remember he was showing him a picture of his cigarette boat, and Gio goes, "Man, that's a nice Baja." He goes, "Hey, no damn Baja, that's $1 million cigarette."
Like if I watch a show like Queen's Gambit
Yeah,
and then watch Mandalorian, I mean,
yeah.
I need a little more Queen's Gambit in my Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Queen. It's have you looked at like how much they boosted like chess sales because of that movie? It's ridiculous.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't checked that out yet, but I've been meaning to because you said it was good. So I trust you.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I binged it pretty fast.
I said I was gonna watch 2 episodes a night, and I watched it all in 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I
And
did.
I started Monday night and finished it Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So less than 24 hours, I watched the whole thing.
I was trying to figure out where she got what those drugs were. See if it helped my chest playing.
They're tranquilizers.
Yeah, is that what they were?
Yeah. Dude, I'll tell you a show that's awesome that you guys probably wouldn't know really because I don't think you grew up with it. Was the Dark Crystal TV show. That show was amazing, but you have to know the movie. And then the Dark Crystal show won an Emmy, and then it got canceled the next day.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I was so bummed out. But I don't know if people who never watched this Dark Crystal movie could like the Dark Crystal show.
It's got a similar kind of aesthetic.
Oh, it's all puppets.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the puppet aesthetic, I don't know, because it was done by Jim Henson, right? It's one of the only movies that's like 99% all puppets. But it's dark as hell.
Yeah. I don't think I ever saw it, but I'm aware of it. Like,
Did you ever watch Labyrinth?
Yeah, everybody who didn't watch Labyrinth? The movie?
Kyle, Chip has never seen Bill and Ted. Have you seen Bill and Ted?
Yes.
You never saw no Bill and Ted?
No.
I asked him, I said, Chip, could you play the Bill and Ted riff? And he's like, looked at me like, what? Or he sent me like a what face?
You don't know about, he doesn't know about Station?
Hey, who's a Station?
Nah.
Dude, the sequel is better than the first one in my opinion. I love the Station one, the second one.
Dude, Faith is really bad about hitting buttons on the controller, and she rented that new the
new
whatever.
one?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I missed it because I didn't know she rented it. It was like $20 to rent it. And I was like,
I almost bought it today.
yeah.
But then I was like, I'll just rent it.
Yeah.
If it was a steelbook, I'd buy it, but there is no steelbook. Dude, Labyrinth is good. David Bowie is amazing. This is what I was thinking. David Bowie should have been in The Lord of the Rings, and he should have been in the Harry Potter series. What a waste. What a waste.
You're going the wrong way.
How could you not have David Bowie in either of those? David Bowie was awesome in anything he did, like The Prestige, I think he was in.
Was he in The Prestige?
He played Tesla. I think it was The Prestige.
It's a good movie, too. Did anybody watch the Tyson fight?
I did not.
No.
Oh my
I saw the Jake Paul.
Yes. I wish you would have seen it in real time because all of those memes that came out of that are ridiculous.
Dude, have you seen the one where it's like the Toy Story one?
Yeah, they're laid. He's laid out like when Andy comes into the room. Did you see the one where they changed the NBA logo and it's him laid out and it says NBA?
Yeah, didn't the Tyson fight have no winner?
Yeah, it was a draw. They asked him post interview there, Tyson, do you think you won that? He goes, yeah, but I'm all right with the draw.
Yeah, you should have had fucking Bowie and Pirates of the Caribbean too. Why not?
Could have seen that, yeah.
Those birds were called Skeksis in Dark Crystal.
Yeah. I truthfully think the only thing that saved the Tyson fight was the Snoop Dogg commentary.
Yeah, I heard that he calls the commentary.
It was pretty crazy, man. It's funny. Like,
have you guys seen there's a new lawsuit coming out because there's no rib in the McRib?
What?
People are all pissed that there's no ribs. There's no actual rib meat in the McRib.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just figuring that out now.
Yeah.
A bone sandwich?
Yeah. It's got fake bones in it, and it
Yeah.
looks like it's made out of friggin' something somebody already ate.
Well, they're probably going to have to change the name. What do you think they'll call it?
Yeah, probably.
McRibless?
McRibless?
You guys like the McRib?
I have never, nor will I, eat one.
You never had it? Kyle, you had it?
Yeah, I have it.
Chip, I think you need to have it at least once.
I used to back in the day, when they buy one get one free. Remember when they used to run those promotions? I don't know if they did that in Canada. McRib.
We had the McRib maybe when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what we had though was McPizza. That stuff was amazing, and you can still get it in one place in Ohio. No, there's only one place that sells pizza still, and that's Ohio, or maybe two, but they're both like in that area.
No, I'm reading the chat.
What is this?
The McShits.
Yeah.
The stupidest thing about the McRib is how it has those fake bone shapes in it. Why do you have that? People don't eat the bones in the McRib. I mean, the McRib is not that good, but I think you should at least try it.
I feel like I'm not missing anything.
Well, it's kind of like if you like White Castle.
No.
White Castle is... Do you like White Castle, Chip?
Yeah, White Castle's good. How are you going to compare the McRib to White Castle?
I like White Castle, but I know Kyle doesn't like White Castle.
No.
And I think White Castle... Yeah, I mean, White Castle's weird. Weird as hell.
You like Crystal? Or do you think it's the same, or do you think it's different?
I think I have maybe had Crystal, but
isn't it the same? It's like Carl's Jr. and
I think the difference is one uses ketchup and one uses mustard or something, isn't it?
What?
Isn't that the only difference with Crystals?
I don't know. I think they're more of a mustard. Is White Castle ketchup?
I think so.
I've actually only had White Castle
But see, I get my White Castle plain, so I don't get anything.
So you wouldn't know the difference. Yeah. But does it come with like onions on it?
Well, it sort of does because they're cooked on top of onions, right?
Yeah, it's bomb.
But so I mean, there's maybe little remnants, but if I see them, they're gone.
Oh my god. I think Crystal.
Yeah, see, White Castle at 2 a.m. is that's kind of what I think of White Castle.
I think it's amazing at any time.
I like it now. I think if I had it around me, I'd probably eat it over any of the other fast food, dude. Most fast food is kind of garbage now.
I try not to.
It's always been kind of garbage. Somebody asked about Whataburger, Chip. Me and Chip have some views on Whataburger.
So I live in Texas, and you're supposed to love Whataburger here. I'm not the biggest fan. I think it takes forever. Like I have bad experiences.
That's the worst part about Whataburger is how long it takes.
Takes forever. And
Whataburger's
breakfast says it's great when you're hammered, which is true. But usually you're hammered late, and when you go there late,
when you go late,
you're like 20. Like if we went there after a show one time. Dude, we were there, I swear, 40 minutes.
You're never going to get out of there.
Wasn't it? Like, remember?
I remember. Whataburger is so slow that if you're hungry, I won't even go to Whataburger because of how slow it is.
Yeah.
Then you're more like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A, which has got 1,000 cars lined up and 3 drive-thrus.
And they'll get you in and out of there in like 5 minutes.
They got people walking up and down, taking your order, handing your food. You just peel out of the middle of the drive-thru.
It's crazy, man. Because they'll service like that 26 car double lane during rush hour faster than Whataburger will 6 cars. 4 cars. You know what I mean?
But Whataburger's breakfast is probably the best fast food breakfast, I think. Like if you're talking like a drive-through breakfast,
probably so.
All right. What about thoughts on Christmas trees during Christmas? The little Debbie snacks.
I just saw it was one of those pictures where it's like choose the one. They're 2. They give you all the little Debbie snacks. You got to pick the 2 or 3 that you would
get rid of.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Christmas trees are good.
Yeah, I felt terrible this week. I went to get some at Walmart, and there's this lady, and I couldn't find them because they weren't on the little Debbie snack aisle. And I was like, "Hey, you guys got those little trees?" And she brought around the black trees, and I've never had them. I really wanted the white trees, and it was a black girl, and I felt really weird saying, I said, "You guys have the white ones?" And she just gave me this look.
Are they chocolate? Are they different?
I don't know. My dad said they're good. I haven't tried them yet. I've only had the white ones.
Old Kyle and his racism. But honestly, I don't think I'd buy any of those because they're just so like sweet, fake sweet.
Fake
Dude.
sweet. Oh yeah.
I mean,
I like-
I tore through those things as a kid, but I don't, at some point in time I stopped eating
I
like
never
that.
got those. I never got those as a kid.
The trees.
No, well, just any of those.
They're similar to like the zebra, but I don't like
Yeah,
them.
zebras. I like the one that's a cupcake with a swirly white line.
Cupcake with a swirly white line.
Yeah, it's just like a black cupcake with
Like
a
I
host-
swirly,
The
like a
hostess.
ding dong or something. I don't know. They're all
The
kind
ding
of
dong
the
was
same.
just filled. I remember when ding dongs came in tinfoil.
Yeah. Well, what's a ding dong? That's the one that's like a tube, right?
It's a little. It looks like a hockey
Oh,
puck.
it's
Looks
like
like
a
a hockey.
ho-ho.
Looks like a
Ho-ho
hockey
or-
puck. No, that's a Swiss. That's a Swiss cake roll. Is what you're
moon
thinking.
pie.
No.
We have something called wagon wheels, which I think is similar to your moon pies. But wait, you're talking about a ho ho?
Yeah, ho hos are like Swiss cake rolls. I think.
Oh yeah, Swiss cake rolls. That's what I was thinking. One's
Yeah.
chocolate covered and one's
Oh,
not, right?
I remember actually.
Yeah, ho ho is a tube. What was the one you said, Kyle? The puck one.
The puck is the ding dong.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
What about that oatmeal one?
The oatmeal cream pie.
The one that's like a sandwich.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
It's got the weird coloration between the crevices. Have you ever looked at one? It's got like
No.
really weird coloration in between the crevasse.
Yeah.
Between the oatmeal crevasses.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring up that picture because there's other ones we're missing out on. Oh, do you like Twinkies? I've never been a big fan of Twinkies.
I like Twinkies. I feel like sometimes I get Twinkies, like I get a box and they don't taste the same, where it's just me being weird.
All right, Swiss rolls, chocolate cupcakes. That's the one I like.
Star Crunch, yeah.
Yeah, that Star Crunch is one I've never had.
Yeah.
It looks weird. There's a lot of variations on the Christmas tree, Kyle.
Is there?
Nutty Buddy.
Oh, Nutty Buddies. Yeah, I remember those.
Oh,
I don't like those. I don't like anything with those wafers in it. I'm not a big fan of those wafers.
You know, like a Nilla wafer.
No, I like Nilla wafer. I'm talking like those stacked wafers, like lasagna, but dessert. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah. No, I never got into this.
Well, that's what a Nutty Buddy looks like. It's got that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Kit Kat, but not good. Kit Kats are really good. But those cake ones, I know. Oh, the cosmic brownies.
Yeah, cosmic brownies.
I remember those.
Those are super unhealthy, but I remember I used to eat a lot of those when I was a kid.
What about 2-bite brownies? Shit, Kyle, you ever had those?
Mm-mm. What about fudge rounds?
Fudge
Oh,
runs?
I tore some fudge rounds up as a
What the
kid.
hell is a fudge round?
Homeschool, and eating 3 of those things.
And then you find out they make a large size versus the small ones.
It's like a little Debbie, but fudge. Or like an oatmeal, but fudge, isn't it? Or is it hard or is it soft?
Soft. It's soft.
Dude, I've never even seen that before. Ever.
Maybe we should do a maybe a pandemic challenge where we line up all these different
No, we should
yay
totally
or nay.
do that. Totally do that.
Yeah, I'm with Josh. I like the nutty bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a-
Did you like them, Kyle, or no?
Yeah, they weren't my favorite, but I definitely did indulge.
What's your favorite candy that's like candy? Like hard
Uh,
candy or whatever?
It's weird because I change all the time, but I guess if I had to just pick one, it would probably Reese's peanut butter cups.
No, that's chocolate, Kyle. I'm talking
What do you
candy.
Like what
Like
kind of
hard,
candy?
hard candy, like a Skittle candy, like in the
Oh.
realms. I'll give you mine.
Like M&Ms?
Sweet tarts.
Oh, sweet
No,
tarts.
M&Ms are M&Ms are chocolate. I'm talking like like sweet
Sweet
tarts,
candy?
Oh, okay.
Nerds.
Okay.
Mine's Reese's Pieces.
That's good.
Chips is a Hershey. Chips is a Hershey bar.
So I guess would you call it? What about Sour Patch Kids? Is that?
Yeah. Like a fruit. I guess fruity.
Yeah. Fruit.
Oh, dude, nerds. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Nerds and sweet tarts are my favorite.
I like down.
Dude, sweet tarts are my weakness.
Sweet tart.
Honey buns are like cash in prison. You don't have to be any more specific about that comment. We'll take that.
Shock tarts.
I don't know if I ever had shock tarts.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids are good too, but they'll mess up your mouth.
I'm not a Sour Patch Kid fan, but I like those sour crawlers, like the worms.
The worms, yeah.
Yeah, those are all right. I just don't find like I like Sour Patch because they're super sour. Well, not super sour, but they're way more sour than the gummies.
Yeah. I like regular gummy bears too.
Yeah, they're all right. You ever had a regular gummy bear in ice cream?
They just get super hard and then they suck.
No, it sounds weird, but it's amazing. When I lived in Florida, we had this place where you could make your own sundaes, and you could just put if you wanted to.
Yeah, we
fill
got
it
one of
with-
those, like Sweet
Yeah.
Frog.
Well, yeah, but it's not like overpriced like Sweet Frog.
They'll weigh your ice cream.
No, they don't weigh it. They literally give you a cup, and you could like stack up. Like you could put ice cream up halfway, and then do the rest in gummy bear fucking tower.
Yeah.
In there or whatever. But yeah, that's the first time I ever had ice cream and gummy bears, and I'm like, that's really weird. But I'm like, that's good. That's some good stuff, pal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big gummy bear fan in general.
Dude, when gummy bears get cold, they're like hard to chew. So I feel like in ice cream it would suck.
Well, you got to eat them first. You got to get them pretty.
You got to eat them first, then the ice cream.
You got to eat a little bit of ice cream with a little gummy. You got to portion it out. I mean,
I was like, you meant like they put them in ice cream. I see them.
No, not like that. I'm talking a nice room temperature gummy. Put your ice cream, throw some gummies on top, throw some whipped cream. There you go. And get rid of those gummies first if you don't want them to get too cold.
Oh, speaking of which, man, I mean, I messaged you, but it's the first time I've seen you. Congratulations on the on all the stuff going through.
Who?
You.
Oh, yeah. No, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Like they give you all the questions they're going to ask you beforehand, and I was like super stressed out. But it was all just like, did you do this? And I'm like, yep. What about this? Yes. It was all yes or no pretty much, except one time I had to say like a few words. And the judge is like, cool, we're good. I was like stressed about it.
That's cool.
Thought
You got it over with.
Yeah, no, that part's good. That part is good. Sour candy corn.
Well, if you want to adopt me, I am available.
I'll wait till my next.
Leave.
Yeah.
You're trying to adopt this 34-year-old guy?
He's my son. He's troubled.
Proud?
What?
You're gonna make me proud, son. Proud. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's that's Freddie got fingered. Gonna make you proud, Dad.
Proud.
Dude, the way that scene ends when he drives off in the car and the lady almost hits in front of him is the funniest thing. Dude.
I'm gonna make you so proud, Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Dude, that Daddy when you like some sausage is ridiculous, but Rip Torn is so funny. He's like, oh, our son has tied sausage to his finger or whatever so he can work on his stupid songs or his stupid art or whatever.
What do you got there? Is that that Bellamy?
Yeah, I ordered a chaos pad to put on this thing. Though I'm excited to see what's going to happen with it.
Dude, Josh has seen it. Hanson. He's got the get the out of the way.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious. I don't think we could do a live stream because of the lag.
Yeah, like by the time you hear the guitar and then sing on top of it, we'd all be all. It would sound like shit.
But we're gonna try to do that when I come to the USNA on in the new year. Chip, did you watch Borat 2 yet?
I have not.
Kyle, did you watch it?
No, I haven't.
It's not as good as the first one, but it's got some.
Hey, what was the movie we were asking him about? Was it the was it Star Wars?
Who?
Did you ever watch Star Wars?
Who?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker, because I just listened to our podcast again.
Okay, so he did watch it.
No, I don't think Kyle, have you watched
Oh,
of
Rise of Skywalker? No, I haven't. Still haven't watched it. I need to watch it.
Kyle,
Useless.
it's literally been a year.
Yeah.
It's literally been almost a year.
Well, we still haven't released that podcast.
It is on the internet right now.
It isn't on the
We just haven't
interwebs?
pushed it yet. It is on Spotify. Our podcast, Kyle, is on Spotify right now.
Oh wow. Is that a plug?
It is. I don't remember the link or how to find it, but we'll post it eventually.
It's the 8-cent podcast, so
Yeah,
at
that's
least
how you find it.
you could say that.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to find it is by searching what it's called.
Oh, Brightburn. I've been wanting to watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw Brightburn. It's not bad, but
It's not great.
I mean, it's not. It's just kind of cookie cutter. It gets pretty dark, I guess. I watched 30 horror movies. I watched a horror movie every day in October, and there were some really
Sounds like some
horrible
Horrible
Gabe
movies.
shit.
Yeah.
What?
Some Gabe shit. I own over 200 horror films.
What does he call it? Cinema of the unsettling? Or unsettling? Yeah, there's some terrible horror movies.
Why didn't you think Borat 2 should have even been Borat, Steven? You think it was like not up to the standard?
He's just not in it very much. Because it's
really?
hard for him to be Borat.
Yeah, because everybody knows since the first one, maybe.
Yeah. Monster Squad. I watched Monster Squad. Kyle, you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
Chip, what about you?
Oh yeah. It's one of those movies that I don't really remember very well, but I knew that I really liked it as a young, like I was young.
Dracula calls like a 7-year-old girl a bitch. I watched that new Adam Sandler Hubie Halloween.
I started to.
It's not bad, but it's whatever.
He acts the same in all his movies. It's hard to like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Honestly, the one good thing about Hubie Halloween is there's a lot of cameos of like O'Doyle kids are in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. O'Doyle rules.
Kyle, somebody brought up House of a Thousand Corpses, and it reminds me of the time when we all went as a band to watch Lords of Salem.
Nothing more awkward than us all sitting next to each other watching
What
that
a
scene.
Terrible movie. Like the worst movie.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was watching what's the dude from Blues Travel? Not Dan Aykroyd, the other guy.
Blues Traveler?
Not Blues Traveler, but
Blues Brothers?
Blues Brothers. There you go.
Belushi?
Yeah, like the background and like before he killed himself or OD'd or whatever. Pretty good. He was supposed to be in Ghostbusters. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
As
so
a
before.
Ghostbuster?
Yeah, because Dan knew he was bad on drugs and was like, "Look, just hold yourself together. I've got this really cool idea for this movie called Ghostbusters," and he was gonna have him be in it. He died.
Did you ever see the Girl Ghostbusters?
I think I started to watch it. I just couldn't get into it.
Chip, what about you?
I never saw it.
You know, like women, when women are in movies.
Yeah, sexist. We're super
You
sexist.
guys hate women in movies?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Good?
It's whatever. It's not. It's fine.
Who is the
Like
Honestly, what's his name is the funniest part.
Hemsworth?
Oh,
Hemsworth.
so it's a guy. About it.
No, honestly, the thing about it is like Kristen Wiig or whatever is funny. Melissa McCarthy is usually good. Kate McKinnon is hilarious, but it's like they didn't really make it that funny for them. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's fine though. It's like
Did the other one ever come out?
I think if you have girls, I would show it to them, and they'd probably get all psyched for Ghostbusters. I mean, it's girl Ghostbusters and whatever.
Did that new Ghostbusters ever come out?
No,
Paul Rudd.
it's delayed.
I'm ready for the new Batman.
Yeah, no, new Batman was good.
Did they finish it and they just haven't released it, or
No, they haven't finished it even. I think there's only like 20% done. I think it's like got pushed to 2022 or something for the new Batman.
Oh,
that
wow.
sucks? Dude, did y'all notice in the trailer how funny it is? It's like they just completely ignore the existence of the female Ghostbusters. It's like in this universe, it doesn't exist.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know what universe it's supposed to exist in.
The original one.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I don't even know.
Because all right, so one of those kids is related to Egon. It's like his grandson. Because the old cruiser, like the old tourist station wagon, I think is what it was,
Yeah.
is like in this barn on their property, and he finds his gear, and Paul Rudd's like, there hasn't been any paranormal activity or ghost sighting or whatever since the New York 80s or whatever 80s in New York. So it like
Okay.
it does the whole.
Well, that's because the girl one. I can't. It didn't. It's sort of because everyone cameos in it, but not as themselves. So like Bill Murray's in it, but he doesn't play Peter.
Yeah, well, all the original guys are coming back except for Egon, obviously, because his character and the actor passed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad they didn't make one when he was still alive.
I know, he was the bomb.
But
did you guys find it odd that they turned Ghostbusters into like a children's franchise, like following the film?
I didn't even know that.
You never saw the cartoon?
I watched the cartoon. What do you mean, like post the movie though? Like originally?
You're talking about the real Ghostbusters cartoon, Chip? With Slimer?
I'm just talking about like how it's a pretty adult movie.
Oh yeah.
And then
they did that with all things. Like there was always like a kids, like you'd have toys for Alien, right? But kids weren't watching Alien. I mean, kids probably were, but or RoboCop. RoboCop's like the least kid-friendly movie. That movie scarred me for life.
Yeah. With what, Red?
Still scared of robots and cops.
No, dude, I'm scared. I was scared of, first of all, when they shoot him, like they just shoot him like crazy.
Oh, the way they kill him?
And then the guy gets his legs all shot up and blown up. And then the worst part is when the guy gets into the toxic waste and he's all like melting. Dude, that was the one. That's the part that scarred me for as a kid forever. I was so scared of toxic waste.
Yeah. Did you like the new one? Or the most recent, I should say?
The remake?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good.
I thought it was fine.
I have literally never seen a single RoboCop film.
Yeah.
Dude, the second one's got some weird stuff too.
The like animatronics or whatever, like it's so bad when you go back and watch it now.
Yeah, that's like when everyone always says that they hate CGI and wish stuff would go back to like practical, but like the friggin' dogs in Ghostbuster look terrible when they're like running through the city. I know, I do not want that to be what the effects are like now. Yeah, there's bad CGI, but have you seen the CGI breakdown of Queen's Gambit?
I haven't. No.
You would not, obviously, Chip, you haven't, but Kyle, if you ever watch the CGI breakdown for Queen's Gambit, it's crazy because there's so many effects in that movie, but you would never know because they're all just like, they're just regular like scenes and stuff.
It's pretty crazy. We should make a.
It is a devil's hat, but I have like lots of NHL hats, so I am a Leafs fan up front.
I'll be right back.
We need to make a Netflix backgammon gambit.
A what?
Backgammon.
Yeah, backgammon. I am excited for the Justice League Snyder Cut. You hear about that shit, Kyle?
Is it supposed to be?
Did you watch?
I didn't like the original. Yeah, I watched the original one. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Well, they're releasing the Snyder Cut because I don't know. You know who Zack Snyder is?
Yeah.
He's the director.
Right.
Well, he like got replaced halfway. They said it was because his daughter committed suicide, so he had to drop off. So Joss Whedon replaced him, and it's not that great, obviously. So Zack Snyder is going in to redo what his vision was, and they're going to release like a 4-hour cut of the Justice League, and it's going to be on HBO Max. So it's a re-release of the movie, but it's like 4 hours long.
When does it come out?
It's supposed to be next year.
Yeah.
They reshot like a whole bunch of it. I think they put like a ton more money into it. I'm
to save it.
I didn't mind Batman v Superman, so I know people don't like that, but I don't mind it.
Do you bleed?
I've only seen the extended cut though, so
yeah.
I never saw the.
I'm excited to see the flashpoints. What is it supposed to be for?
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Like all the different Batmans.
Yeah.
Adam West he's dead, right? He died, wouldn't
he? Yeah, he died.
Yeah, that would have been cool to see him it would have been cool if he would have. Who is Adam Wee?
I don't know that I heard about Pattinson playing Batman until I saw the trailer. Like, I don't really.
There was like a big uproar about how everyone thought he was going to be terrible.
Yeah, because I kept only picture him as Twilight.
Yeah, it was just stupid.
They're like, how's a vampire gonna play Batman? Doesn't even make sense. Maybe all twinkling and.
Yeah.
Someone asked who my favorite player on the Leafs is. Probably Morgan Riley. My favorite player. I'm a defensive player fan, but I like Austin Matthews too. And I like Jason Spezza. Okay, Kyle, how's those Cowboys doing?
Oh my God,
they're about as good as the Redskins. That whole division is a joke.
Crushing my soul.
That division is insane because all the teams are so terrible, but nobody
they can still make. Yeah.
Nobody can run away with it because they all just keep losing to each other.
Yeah, freaking ridiculous, dude.
It's like the South Park where the kids are trying to go home because they don't want to play the postseason.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so
I've never seen anything like that. Like, there's a chance that not only could the team that wins that division have a losing record, but like a incredibly bad losing record.
And still go to the Super Bowl.
I think they should. I think if you have a losing record, you shouldn't even get to go to the playoffs. They should just be like, no, your division is out.
Yeah, you guys all suck. You need to think about what you've done here.
Oh yeah, they're not the Redskins anymore. They're the Washington football.
Just Washington, right?
Yeah.
The Washingtons.
Dude, people are so butthurt about that.
Yeah.
I go to their page and people are just so mad. Like, dude, I don't care what they're called.
Yeah. Well,
they're terrible regardless.
How'd the Cowboys do? At least our team has a name.
They've been garbage since they won the Super Bowl for the Redskins or the whatever.
Who is their quarterback for the Redskins?
When they won it?
No. He's the most recent one. He's the one that
Alex
shattered
Smith?
he shattered his leg.
He almost lost his leg. He almost died.
Amputated, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he almost died.
It's crazy to make a comeback like that.
Yeah, but he's come back. I mean, they're kind of winning, but he like passes like 70 yards. Like, he doesn't pass a lot. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, whatever.
Who do you think's gonna go to the Super Bowl then? Pittsburgh's been doing really good.
Probably Kansas. Kansas City's probably gonna be good. Saints have been playing well, but Breeze is hurt.
Yeah. I would really, and most people hate him, but I'd really like to see Brady take just to show that.
I would like Brady to win too, honestly.
Yeah.
Everyone hates on Brady so much.
Oh, for sure, just to show you that he was really, and he's.
I mean, they're in it. They're in it as of right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he needs more championships.
Dude, I would love it I would love it if he won like 9, and people are still like, no, he's not that good. It's the team. It's just the team. Well, yeah, I'm sure it is, but still, he's good.
Yeah, for sure.
But they've won some weird Super Bowls, like when they lost against, or when they beat Seattle. That Super Bowl was ridiculous. And then they won one on a field goal.
Didn't Seattle do something stupid, like try to do a pass on
They passed it on the 2-yard line, and they literally have like one of the biggest, like they had what's his name, Beast Mode or
Beast
whatever.
Mode, yeah.
Like this, they have a running back that's just this guy that'll just bowl everyone over, and they passed it.
Marshawn
Marshawn Lynch, that's it.
Marshawn.
and they
Well,
freaking pass it.
You can see how good Patriots are doing now because there was they were questioning Belichick or Brady.
Yeah, no, but they got Cam Newton. He's kind of
He's really good at dressing up.
he's not the greatest quarterback. I mean, he's been good, but
Yeah, he got hurt, and I don't think he's been the same. Well, it seems like all quarterbacks.
He hasn't been the same since they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's like quarterbacks always come out like the fast ones, like how he was like running all the time, and it's like
whenever you're a running quarterback, you're done. Because the Redskins had Robert Griffin III, who was good, but they ran him into the ground because they had Shanahan as a coach, and he's an idiot, and they ran him, and he was injured, and he got hurt even bad. And he's been, I mean, I think he actually he's the quarterback for. He played in the last. I think he was on the Ravens now. He actually played because the Ravens had the COVID or whatever. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I heard they played yesterday. I don't even know who won.
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah.
There's like 20 guys that have COVID on that team.
Arizona's quarterback's a running guy. I forgot his name. He was in. I think he went to OU.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, and then Kansas City or Cincinnati's quarterback that was like the number 1 pick. I think he got hurt recently.
Yeah.
RG3 is still bad. Why did I cover Tori Amos and Sarah McLachlan? I just like those songs. Actually, Sarah McLachlan, I was driving to the studio to write with the band, and I heard that song, and I was like, that song would be cool. And then we just did it. Tori Amos, I've just always liked that song too. Tori.
I was watching that YouTube cover we did of Jar of Hearts a while back. We should have done that.
Yeah, she dropped off the face of the earth too. She had some like big hits. And
I looked her up after that, and she just done some like acoustic performer or solo piano.
She had the song on Twilight, which probably made her some kind of bank.
Yeah.
But dude, I bought the album that Jar of Hearts was on, and it was kind of disappointing. Like Jar of Hearts was the by far best song. There was another good song on there too, "Put Your Arms Around Me" or something like that. But the rest of the album was like too like hipstery poppy for me.
Hipster.
You ever heard of Poppy?
Poppy.
She's like a YouTuber. She just got nominated for best metal.
I thought you were talking about Smurfs. Poppy.
She's on the same label as what's the name of that band?
Is it a heavy label?
Ish.
She's like a YouTuber, and then she put out music.
It's a Sumerian Records. That dude. God, why can I not think of their name?
I think that song is terrible though.
I don't like.
I like her song "Low Life." That's a good song.
Low Life.
Sleeping with Sirens. That's who I was thinking of. Same label as Sleeping with Sirens.
It's weird. She's like a weird, quirky person.
Homeless people grilling.
What is that in reference to?
I think maybe he's talking about Bobby.
Bobby. It's funny. Poppy.
Poppy.
Well, I'm gonna have to go, dude.
You gotta go.
Like, give me a minute, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Are you in trouble?
No.
Straight line stitch. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Straight Line Stitch is from Missouri. It's
Missouri?
Yeah, it's a chick singer, metal band.
No, I don't know that. don't know any music anymore. That's Will's tune. That's Will's jam.
We haven't played it in forever.
I don't even remember what is that off Icons? Did we have that on Icons? Hey Kyle, have you ever had something shipped to you and then they Amazon cancels it and just returns it for some reason?
Like refund your money?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's out of stock.
No, but they shipped it. It shipped.
It's shipped?
Yeah.
Unless
And
they
then
ship the wrong item.
I don't know. Metal band with girls singing are badass. Can I put like a? Can I put a link in here? My favorite Christmas song. I don't really like Christmas songs. Kyle, do you like any Christmas songs? Don't you like that one by Wham?
Wham?
George Michael?
There's actually one. It's funny. The dude from Slaves did a Christmas song, and it sounded pretty good. It's a cover.
Which one? Rudolph?
Yeah, Rudolph's.
Did a hardcore version of Rudolph?
What's it called? Johnny Craig. Johnny Craig, is that his name? Yeah.
Johnny Craig?
Yeah, Johnny Craig. Is it White Christmas?
I'm trying to think of any Christmas songs I like.
Dirty Christmas? Is that what it's called?
Dirty Christmas? Sounds like a classic. Sounds like a country song. I'll tell you a Christmas song I hate is that Baby It's Cold Outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Dude, I hate that song.
Baby, it's cold outside. You know what I remember that song more than anything from is Elf. Is
Oh,
when,
yeah,
when he sneaks in on her in the shower.
We tried to do. Who was that person we tried to do that girl cover song of this album? Who was that?
Girl cover?
Yeah, I remember which ended up becoming Candle. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember. I don't remember what song.
I can't
it was,
remember.
though.
She sang the Aquaman song. Can't remember what her name is.
That's
Words.
twice.
I think the song was called Words.
Words.
And the singer did the main song for Aquaman.
That's twice that's happened now that we're like trying to do a cover and we write a new song out of it.
Yeah. Skylar Grey, yeah, that's who it is. And I think the song's called Words. But we couldn't make it sound good. And we tried to do that Imogen Heap song. Well, we never actually tried it, but that's kind of that's one of them that's in there.
In the wheelhouse, yeah. I like that song a lot too.
The Imogen Heap one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a cool song to do. We can't say what song it is, though, because we might end up doing that one. I think Candle ends up being the same chord progression as that Skylar Grey song. I think.
Oh yeah.
And we wrote Clocks when we were trying to do a heavy version of what song was it? Owl City.
Yeah, Owl City. I didn't know they were a Christian band. You know that?
Are they?
Yeah. They're on the Christian network.
Well,
Unless they must have changed after the fact, but
what was that song called? Fireflies.
Fireflies.
Yeah, Yeah, we tried to do a heavy version of that.
Believe.
And then instead we wrote the riff for Clocks.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that Clocks riff is the same as the synth part in Fireflies by Owl City. I mean, you may have changed it along the way, but I don't even know. It's funny. I'm thinking of that Owl City song, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much exactly what it is.
I'm pretty sure it is too. I guess so.
Is that your free love?
It's Martin.
Oh yeah, I played that one when I was there.
Martin.
I am.
I don't know if I showed Kev this one. This one's cool.
You know, one of them double neck guitars.
And dude, that lyric makes me laugh. I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning
I
bugs.
know. That's one of the reasons why covering it was like, I don't know if I want to say that. I don't think you could ever make that heavy.
And so did
I'd have to change the word hugs to the F-bomb.
did only 1 out of every 10 lightning bugs give him a hug? Or did every single one of them give him 1,000?
I think, yeah, you could be surrounded in them. And they'll just be hugging you.
Yeah, but is it 1,000 hugs from each of the 10,000, or was it spread?
I don't know. We'll have to... That's the eternal question, Chip.
Dude, I can't sleep.
How many hugs could a lightning bug hug if a lightning bug could hug bugs? Chip.
Did you guys listen to that song with Wolfie Halen?
I did. You sent
good.
the video.
Yeah.
It's like, it's cool that he did his own thing. You know what I mean? Like style wise.
Dude, I was like, I mean, I know a lot of it's just because I shouldn't say just because. I mean, I grew up listening to Van Halen. My dad was a fan. I was a huge fan. Like, you know, I'm big into like guitars. You know what I mean? Like that's always been my thing. But man, seeing the home videos of him with his dad.
Yeah.
And like the message at the end. Oh, dude, it had me up. Like,
me too. I always say I listened to it a bunch. I was like, that's pretty crazy. Like, and even like, I know just like all dads, like, yeah, I'm sure he had his vices, but he definitely loved his son, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who was the douchiest band I ever toured with? I don't know if I can answer that.
Right.
Trapped.
Yeah. We did a tour with Trapped and Shinedown, and neither of those bands talked to either of us. To any of us, really. Not that I would really be talking to anyone to begin with, but they didn't talk to the other guys either. But yeah, Trapped and Shinedown. I mean, they just like, we were on that tour for months, and we were on that Taproot tour. Those guys treated us like gold. Taproot's probably one of the best. Breaking Benjamin, super nice. Stained was super cool, but I never did a tour with them. But I just played a bunch of shows with them.
Yeah.
Most bands are cool. Some bands are douchey.
Yeah, I met
Sick Puppies were kind of douchey when we played with them.
Aaron and Mike
Stick.
from Stained at BuzzFest, and Mike's guitar tech was super cool. I needed to borrow some shit that I didn't have on me. He was hella cool. Aaron like hung out and just shot the shit.
Yeah, everyone. Are you talking about Aaron from Breaking Ben?
No, from
Stained.
Stained.
Oh, from Stain. Yeah, no. Most of those guys are all super nice. Honestly, most bands are cool.
The guitar player Mike, he was like right after he got off stage, he was like straight, like put up his, like handed his guitar to his tech and was straight to his bus and was like FaceTiming his kids and shit. He's like super chill, you know. Like, I mean, everyone's Everyone's grown up, I guess, but you know what I mean. He's just like a normal guy.
Who you talking about? Aaron Lewis?
No, Aaron was cool.
Mike.
I'm talking about Mike. He was like,
Mike. Yeah, they each have their own bus, I do believe.
no,
I do believe.
it's just Aaron and Mike, and then everybody else is on another bus.
But there's only two other guys. Or so Aaron has his own bus, Mike has his, and then the crew and the band is in the other, or one bus.
I think, perhaps.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, those are the
if we ever get to that point, then Kyle and I guess, would have our own, and I guess Chip could be with the crew.
Yeah.
First of all,
if there's only two buses, if there's only three buses. I wouldn't want to. Well, I guess if you bring your family, you maybe want your own bus.
Yeah, but if you're not bringing your family, there's no sense in doing that because
I don't really. I mean, I would do it where if I was gonna have if it was gonna be a bus, or say you could have two buses, a crew bus, and then the band could have a bus that's, instead of it being like bunks, have like little rooms. I think they make them like that, where there's like little rooms that you could have kind of your own space.
Yeah.
And then give the bus with the two lounges and the bunks to the crew. That's how I think would be ideal.
Lounge.
Because the lounges are kind of pointless. Well, I guess they're sort of not. I don't know. Yeah, double-decker bus would be cool. I'd freaking live in a double-decker bus. I still wouldn't mind living in a double-decker bus. They have double-decker buses in Europe. I think Howard toured in Europe and had a double-decker bus when he was with whatever that. I can't remember.
What's that? What are they called?
Morbid Angel or
Yeah, Morbid Angel, I think. With Jenna Tortures, they wouldn't have toured over there, would they?
dude, you'd be surprised, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's a weird band. What about groupies? What do people consider groupies? Do they consider that to be the the people that just hang around in a group? Or do they consider it the more, Chip? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
Kyle, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I think it's
Kyle.
about roadies, the people that help you
Oh, you're talking about roadies.
load your gear and set up.
You talking about jive turkeys?
Jive turkey?
Kyle or Chip, have you seen Semi Pro?
I have not.
You haven't seen Semi Pro?
It's
What?
Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
No, he called you jackass.
Yeah, the music in there is real good.
I've never been starstruck to meet any band personally. I can't think of anybody.
I'm trying to think.
When I was a kid, I mean, I would go to concerts and get autographs and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never.
Justin and I were pretty hammered at NAMM, and what's his face? Drummer for the Chili Peppers.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, Will Ferrell. No,
You're talking
Chad Smith,
about you're talking about Wes Borland.
him too. No, we were coming back to the hotel, and I looked over and I was like, "That's Chad Smith." And I was like, we were hammered. We're like, we gotta go say hi. We gotta go say hi.
Al, I remember when we were in Vegas and you guys hung out with the 310 Mafia. What was that?
36 Mafia.
36 Mafia. You guys were so psyched about that, and I was like, "Who's that? I don't even know who that is."
It was Crunchy Black, man. We were at the craps table. I remember going up the elevator and the elevator opened and the sun was coming up, and that's always the worst feeling when you've been up all night and the sun's coming up.
So it was a terrible feeling,
Dude, like you start kind of in that interlapping or intersection of people who've been up partying too long and people who are getting up to go to work. And, like you make contact with one of the other types. It's always like, yep.
Did you ever, when you were younger, you're like, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter, or you don't think about pulling an all-nighter, but it gets to be like 4 o'clock, and then you got to get up at 10 to go to school or something, and you're like, just gonna stay up all night, and then you're like, then you realize halfway through this was a really bad
Bad
decision.
idea. Yes. So many times.
And you're like, I have to do it now, and then
Yeah.
and then you're like, no, I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
You start debating what the best choice is,
Yep.
and no matter what, any choice is the wrong one because you made the wrong choice like 6 hours earlier.
And
But like
then you oversleep too.
30 minutes before you have to get up, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a 30-minute nap.
Exactly,
yeah. Dude, I had a stretch of school where I did that. I stayed up. I kept trying to fix my sleep schedule. I missed like a ton of school because of that. Because I just kept. I'm like, I'll just stay up. I just need to stay up all night and all day once, and then I'll be back to normal. Dude, it was like weeks of just staying up till 5 or 6 in the morning and then sleeping the whole day away and missing all this school.
One time I was in New York, and it wasn't a musician, but
Chicken hats.
I was in this this bar at the hotel I was staying at, and we were in Manhattan. And I went down. We had just gotten into town, and I was gonna go to bed, but I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go down and have a couple of drinks. And anyway, Tony Gonzalez and Charles Barkley proceed to like walk in and end up like closing out the bar, and it was a good time, man. I ended up like bullshitting with them and talking sports.
Yeah, I don't think I've played with any bands that I was like super, because we had such different bands in Canada that were like big, like bands like Stain and Breaking Benjamin. I don't remember being big in Canada at any point, but like a band that's as big as Stain never felt really that big in Canada. So it's like if you liked Stain, it was just kind of like, oh, I like this kind of underground band. Meanwhile, in the States, they're huge, right?
What about Our Lady Peace?
Yeah, I mean, I liked Our Lady Peace I played with them. I played Edge Fest with them. I never met them though. I just remember that Edge Fest had really amazing pad thai. That's all I really remember about Edge Fest Toronto.
The drummer that did it was This Life. He's playing with them still. He's still playing with them. He's been playing with them for a while.
Who? Oh, Jason
Pierce.
Whatever.
Pierce, yeah.
He played with EB for a while, didn't he?
Or was it Pierce? Maybe it was Pierce.
Was it?
Yeah, he tracked some stuff for when Howard left.
Yeah, didn't they get some other guy too?
Yeah,
he played with Paramore for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, how was that? He was like, dude, we took a jet to every show.
Paramore. Paramore's cool though. They get some good stuff.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Dude, I saw somewhere that they're coming out with or supposedly trying to do like The Voice, but with like full band.
Yeah, didn't somebody tag us on that or something?
I don't remember that. Maybe it was.
I remember people always like, you should go on American Idol, and I'm like, first of all, no, I don't think I'd be good. I don't think I'd be good on American Idol at all. Second of all, could you imagine if I was on American Idol and you have to do all those dance numbers? Because remember, it used to be like you had to dance. Yeah. Everyone would dance. The first few seasons of American Idol they were always like choreographed dancing.
Were they?
Yeah, and then it became a little bit more about like musicians and stuff. But when it first came out, it was all pop, and they all would do like a dance number to start the show. Or I don't know. I probably watched American Idol for like 3 seasons, maybe. Yeah. Honestly, the only good thing about American Idol is the
people getting ripped.
Yeah, the first
dreams.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Do you ever wonder? Like, I mean, I feel like they have to be like putting people up to it.
Oh, at this point, yeah.
No, I don't even mean at this point. I mean like ever. Because let's assume for a moment that what you saw was accurate, like was true. Do you ever wonder how someone could get that far along in their life, like to be that age
and think that they're
and like
and think they're good?
Yeah. And be terrible. Like you know what I mean? Because it's like in some senses, like some stuff is subjective. Like, you know, maybe this person's voice isn't for everybody, or I don't like this style of music or whatever. But like, you can either you can sing on pitch and you have tonal quality to your voice, or you don't. And
Yeah, but I find that a lot of people that can't that don't have good pitch don't know they don't have good pitch.
yeah, but they've been like, they're like, well, these people are like flat. I'm talking about the ones that are absolutely like
Yeah.
flabbergasted that you don't like the way they sing. Like everyone tells me that I am amazing. No way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could see people telling you you're good even when you're terrible because they're your friends, but who knows? Yeah, there's probably a little bit of both. It's probably a little column A, a little column B. Some they're terrible and they want to be on TV, so they kind of like, you know.
Kevin, weren't you with us when we went to I don't remember what it was. We were on tour somewhere, and I think Saroja was on tour with us.
Yeah.
And we stayed the night at this guy's house, and he wanted to show us his like little like jam room basement, and there was karaoke, and this dude starts wailing singing, and he stops and he goes, "Hey man, you think I could be a singer of a band?" And I remember Anthony from Saroja just bluntly going, "Honestly, man, no." He goes, "I think you'd be decent at karaoke maybe or a cover, but you couldn't sing it for a band."
That's his house?
Yeah, it was his house.
Oh man.
I want to say it was at Chad Whitty's house or something like that. But anyways, I don't
remember karaoke, but I didn't really hang out that much. So. Huh?
Honestly, man, no.
That's savage.
Dude, did you ever see the old John Petrucci guitar instructional videos?
Where they dub it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious.
Have you? Like, I remember watching that video. Like, it's even funnier if you've ever seen it, because like, dude does an instructional video that's literally only for people who are already pro level guitarists. Like,
oh, really?
I had it as a kid, pretty much, dude. I had it as a kid because I was like, man, I didn't really like Dream Theater that much, but he's a crazy good guitarist.
Yeah, I don't like Dream Theater. It's not my.
I just wanted to like incorporate some of his like technical ability into my playing, you know. But I get this video and it's like literally like, all right, exercise 1.
Dude, I've never even, when I was growing up, I never saw playing like that ever, sweeping and stuff.
Yeah.
Never. Was that big? I don't remember that from anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
sweeping, like that really fast stuff that everyone does.
Yeah. The first time I really heard it, and it was
I feel like it's in more like like new modern, like
yeah.
Dude, that shit was all over the 80s, man. Like all over the 80s.
And sweeping like that though.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing. If you don't even really think about it, because they would use it in like smaller sections and a lot of like 80s pop. But dude, after Van Halen's success, and then so Roth left Van Halen and he got Steve Vai to be his guitar player, and he was like trying to compete with Van Halen. Like those two guys like literally pushed guitar playing in like a whole nother fucking direction. And so throughout the 80s, it was like every band, like, dude, you don't hear people talk about it a lot, but like every one of those big 80s band, Def Leppard, their guitar player, fucking unbelievably good.
Yeah, no. Well, their singers are really good too, even though, I mean, they're singing that style, which I'm not a fan
drummer.
Of, but...
Good for one arm.
Dude.
Yeah.
But Leppard, I mean, like throughout the 80s, it was almost
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt, yeah.
Def Leppard sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best thing Kid Rock's ever done. It's been done nothing good since.
She wrote it right here. XOXO.
I don't think he did much good before either.
There's always that.
What?
I said that. Well, at least he's got that.
Yeah, that's he's so good in that.
Yeah, Joe Dirt.
And Def Leppard sucks.
Yeah.
She said she don't like you when you're coming around no more.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the old Joe? What has 9 arms and sucks? Def Leppard.
Dude, I remember I was in a church group and like we were on like a church trip or whatever, and someone played a Def Leppard song. Do you remember the one that the video was like an animation of a kid walking? I don't know what it was. But anyway, they got all really mad about that. It was like one of their bigger songs in the 90s that like they were coming back. I don't know.
Oh, we had someone at the show saw us for the first time with Hindsight and Saliva and Katie.
That's cool.
Sweet Evans Blue cover. Evans Blue cover.
Right?
You can't cover with that which you wrote.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Go ahead,
What?
man.
oh, I said, Kyle, you're going to Nashville?
Yeah. I was supposed to be going to Colorado, but things
You
are
went-
kind of shut down.
You went to Nashville instead?
Yeah, because Amber's never been to Nashville and she's been wanting to go.
Oh, so it's not for like any work stuff? Or like
No.
guitars?
Our anniversary's tomorrow.
There's a really good burrito place there.
Burrito?
You'll have to hit it up. I can't remember what it's called.
Just search good burrito.
Yeah, just search burrito. It's near Guitar Center, if that helps.
Yeah, it's probably closed
And
down.
somebody
now.
probably knows what it is. It's a pretty like, I think it's kind of like a famous place.
I guess who I talked to this morning.
Is it Chipotle?
Yeah.
It's what's Sbarro? You gotta get a New York slice. Yeah, it's pretty famous. What's it? Taco Cabana. It's really authentic. What were you gonna say? Who did you talk to?
Miles.
Oh, Miles Davis.
Yeah, Miles Davis. Miles Stills.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's from Tennessee.
Yeah. He asked if Chip was permanent.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I was asking him for some location places to go eat.
Yeah, the burrito place, Kyle.
The burrito. Amber loves sushi, so we're going sushi somewhere. Sushimi.
Hey, yo. Kev, I'm going to have to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to dip too.
Yeah, I'll throw
You want me to
you-
leave this up so you guys can keep the stream? Or you
No, I gotta go
to
pack.
call it a night? Right on.
Kyle,
Yeah.
you haven't packed yet. How long are you going for?
Just 2 days. Yeah.
Well,
Is there snow up there in Canada yet?
yeah, we had a big storm, but it's all melting now.
Huh.
I hate it. I hate snow.
It's no way.
I think it's called Baja Burrito.
Baja burrito.
Yeah, that is what it's called. You should check
Yeah.
it out if you can. You probably won't, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's one of the best burritos I had, to be honest with you.
Hey, we haven't done Colorado, have we yet? State by state.
No, we were going to, but we didn't.
We could do Breck. Chip on the top of the mountain. We could do it on the ski lift.
I am ridiculously down.
To do what?
Do Colorado. We'll do it on the Breckenridge ski lift as we go up and down. We'll just stay on it for a minute.
Get in the gondola.
Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that.
We would probably
The Garden of the Gods is cool. Remember that place, Kyle?
Yeah.
With all the big rocks.
Big statues.
Yeah, it's just big rocks. I don't think they were carved in anything. And then when we do North Dakota or South Dakota, whichever one it is, we can go to that big. I mean, you try to do Mount Rushmore. I don't think you could pull that off, but you could do the Indian one. The chief.
Why
chief
couldn't you do
whatever.
Mount Rushmore?
Have you ever been to Mount Rushmore?
No.
It's like super small. Like it's very small for how
Idiot. It's Count Rushmore.
for how big you think it looks. When you walk up to it, it looks super small, but there's not really like there's no way we could covert do it.
Yeah.
No way. Because it's like
Permit.
it's like surrounded by trees, and then you walk through like a gate, and then you're in this little like vestibule area, and it's really not that big. And then you can just look up and see it, and it looks kind of small.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool to see it, but it's very like we should go regardless, because if you've never seen it, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Just when you because you don't. It always looks really big in the pictures. I'm sure it is, but it just
Yeah.
it's like sometimes when you take a picture of something, it looks bigger than when you actually see it. It's not as big.
All right, fellas, I gotta bounce, man.
All
All
right,
right,
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for everyone in the chat and all that.
Adios. Later, guys. Later, Kev. Later, Chip.
Later.
Have a good trip, Kyle.